Tara here, coming to you right from my dining room / my office for the day. Just enjoying some light coming into our house. It's been kind of cold and rainy. I'm not sure about where you're at, but I'm excited for spring to finally show up. I hope that that's what happens this week. I'm really hoping, keeping my fingers crossed, that that's exactly what happens. At any rate, I didn't want to take up too much time of the day, but I just wanted, hey Courtney, I just wanted to go over just a few things about fear. And what sparked this actual conversation over the weekend was that I received a couple of posts with not, privately, with not so favorable feedback about this new thing that I'm doing in my class with my social media marketing. Yeah, it's kind of been yucky here too, guys. I understand. So, I'm hoping to start Motivational Mondays so that we can start off positive anyway, despite the weather, because I think it's necessary. We got to keep our minds focused on things that are good and flourish where we're at, no matter what it looks like. So we're here to kick fear in the face. I'm not going to allow this to keep me from, thanks, Jenny, that's really nice of you. I'm not going to keep this from allowing me to move forward with you guys. I just won't do it. I'm not intimidated. But I received some not so favorable feedback about, first of all, not marketing on personal Facebook, which I get. It's good to have a private business page, and eventually I will transition everything to my private business page. But honestly, I don't do anything without consulting God, and God did not tell me to do that. He told me to prosper, that He would protect my personal account, and that we were going to stay focused on what we're doing here. They didn't like my marketing. They didn't like what I was sharing. Well, here's the thing. When you know you're not positioned where you're supposed to be positioned, and you know you're supposed to be somewhere else, it's motivation. Because you're kind of like a crab that's been in a too small of a shell. Hey, Whitney. That's been too small of a shell, and now you're expanding. Oh, thank you, Carol. That's so sweet. I am using wisdom, Courtney, and when the time comes to switch it, I'll be switching it, so that's not a big deal. But we've all got to start somewhere and get our start, and I understand that. But everything that I have, even remotely business-wise, so I just want to address this, is being geared towards, and it's actually being put into sites that are not here on Facebook. Okay, so it's not like I'm actually doing business here on Facebook at all. I'm just sharing videos with my personal heart. If people want to get in touch with me, there are plenty of other ways that they have to be able to get in touch with me. Okay, so I'm not just going to throw it up all over my personal wall. Plus, I have personal posts and things that I'm still going to be sharing. Okay, so it's still me. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not changing who I am in order to move forward and become someone. Okay, I'm still the same person, but I'm moving forward on some things, and I'm learning. I have to get my start somewhere, and I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but I also have to trust God, and if I allow that to come into play, then I'm allowing myself to succumb to fear, and I just won't allow fear to come in. I'm just not. Okay, and yeah, there is a difference between fear and wisdom, but there's also means of operating out of fear as it's being portrayed as wisdom, and that's not wisdom, that's called fear. So I'm not intimidated by it. But I am going to keep moving forward, and eventually, as God instructs me, I will switch things and I will do the necessary things that I need to do in order to continue to take those steps. But the difference is I'm just not going to allow, I guess the point is, I'm not going to allow man to guide me. I'm going to allow God to help me. Okay? Because the thing is, what the Lord showed me today is that many of us are in a place of shifting and transition, and we're getting ready to move forward into a new path and a new direction. The path that we were on was a stagnant one, okay? But the Lord is creating a new trench for waters of living water to flow through. And He's teaching us a new way, new skills, new means, and it can be really intimidating for us to take direction because it's easier for us to listen to what man says. It's easier for us because either somebody else has had a bad experience, or they didn't reach their dreams, they didn't reach their destination, or something happened to them that was not favorable. So it's easier for them to operate in fear and to run, or to want to protect you because they think that they're doing a good thing and they think that they care about you, which in most cases is definitely true. I'm not negating that. But then it gets to a point where we paralyze ourselves and we don't take action on the things that the Lord is calling us to, because we're so focused on, if we do this, then this is going to happen. We're going to get shut down. Something negative is going to happen. Well, if I start to believe that something negative is going to happen, something negative is obviously going to happen. So I have to feed my mindset what I want to see flourish, what I really want to see grow. And the thing is that if God leads you to something and he leads you to a new path, don't be afraid to step out and take it. It is going to feel like a fish out of water. You're going to feel uncomfortable, and it's because you're in a season and a process of growth. Okay? And just because somebody is telling you from their experiences does not mean that that is going to be your own experience. Okay? So you can either listen to what man is saying and suggesting, or you can begin listening to the voice of God. Now, not everybody's path is the same. For somebody else, they may think that, God may instruct them to set up their business page and go about it that way initially. Well, I have more followers. I have more people to reach here on my personal wall right now. Yes, I will eventually transition those things. I definitely agree with that. I think that's good wisdom and good practice. I'm not arguing that. And I'm not saying anybody here is wrong. I mean, I totally agree that we should use wisdom with that. But what I'm also saying is that if the Lord is instructing and guiding us to something and to an instruction, yeah, I understand what you're saying, Courtney, but I also think that there's always certain circumstances. I mean, I'm not gonna get into a debate about it here on Facebook, because I'm not trying to say that you're wrong or inaccurate. I'm not even remotely suggesting that. But I'm just simply saying that you do as God leads you and instructs you to do. He could have a reason and a purpose why it's not completely transitioned yet. There could be words or things that are shared that he just has a specific timing for. I mean, that's the thing about this, Courtney, is it's all about the reason why I'm really not worried, and I'll share this with you guys, because I know everybody that's here right now, you all really care and you want to see things flourish. And the reason why I'm sharing this and I'm being this raw is because we're all in class together. We're all learning together. We're all sharing opportunities. We're all growing as people, and so, I want people to see this, because they're getting new starts and they're learning. There's people getting started in business every day, people learning social media every day. So I think this is a good video because it's very raw information. And the thing is that I'm about relationship. I don't want you to buy a product off of me. I'm not here to make money off of you. Am I going a new course and direction with coaching? Yes. Am I wanting to, do I have products available? Yeah. Do I have things that I want to share with you because I think that they'll help you grow? Absolutely. Most definitely. We will continue to take things those directions. So, but the thing is, I want to focus more on relationship than I want to focus on the fact that I have a product or the fact that I want to have a business. So I'm not on here on Facebook trying to sell anything. All I'm sharing is my heart. If people want to follow that, there are ways for them to connect with me. And if they want to do business, they want to get going, they need some extra help, they can't figure it out, then that's when I can talk to them about business. But the whole point of having social media here, and Courtney, I know you know this more than anybody else because we talk about this all the time. And Whitney, same with you, we talk about it a lot. Is that the important thing about the reason why I'm doing social media? Yes, there's some marketing involved. I agree, there is. I'm not going to deny that. But the most important factor in all this is relationship with God and relationship with people, right? Because people do business with people. They don't do it with a product. But if I can build my trust with you and I can grow with you and I can, help you figure out what your needs are, what your problems are, where you're stuck, how can I help you grow, or how can I just be supportive of you? In the long run, it may lead to relationship. It may not lead to relationship, but the most important thing about it altogether is that we made a connection. And you never know, because connections, Courtney, because you do this on LinkedIn all the time, relationships lead to referrals. They lead to repeat business. They lead to trust and consistency. I have somebody right now that's responding. She's looking at getting started in my new company in May. Why? Because we've built a long-term relationship together. You know, we didn't play around with that. You know, we were serious about God's kingdom and business first, and then everything else came into order. He didn't tell me to market things on here and sell. He told me to build relationships and connect with people and minister to their hearts. That's what he told me to do. And I intend to fully do that. And so I'm not going to allow the fear and insecurities of what other people think keep me from sharing the vision and the word that's supposed to come out. The business, the rest of it will follow. God wants to align our hearts first. He wants to work on our hearts first, and then work on our spouse, or work on our family dynamics, work on our relationships with people, work on all these other things first. And then he will reveal his kingdom in our lives. He's going to make that water and that new path abundant if we trust him to guide us through the soil, to guide us through the root systems, to pluck anything, remove anything that's not of him, to become refined, to grow as people. He's going to move that in a very powerful, strategic way if we trust the process. And sometimes it's going to seem like we're supposed to go at a different direction with it. But right now, I feel that many of us are just called to trust him. And just like I don't have authority to tell you certain things, okay? You don't have authority to tell me certain things, but you know who does? God. And he will show you what those strategies and those ways are. That's why it's so important to not get so moved by what the circumstance looks like or what people are necessarily saying, because he wants to be the one that guides. And he's going to wait till you remove yourself out of the way. Yes, I know what it looks like logically. Get a business page. I understand that. And I know this person that mentioned it, they mentioned it in complete love. I totally trust them. I love them to pieces. I would never say anything negative about the person at all, ever. Okay. And I don't believe in doing that anyway. Okay. We're not here to gossip and plant negative seed, because then that binds that person. And then now you've bound them up and they can't prosper, and you can't fully prosper because you just bound them up. So it's not worth listening to the opinions of man. It's not. Because there could be things going on there that do not completely line up with what God has for you in the moment. So you got to keep your eyes on where he's guiding you. Yes, there are certain things I could share with you that I've been called to share with you, and I totally will share them with you. I have no problem doing that. But there are definitely some things that I just don't have that authority. And you know what? That's okay. And I'm not going to proclaim to have that authority over something that I don't. But what I am here to do with you is I just want you to know that I'm here for you. I want to connect with you more. I want to connect with all of you more. New people following. I want a connection. So the purpose of all these videos and everything that we're learning and growing in together is to either learn, it's for a relational purpose, or it's just to connect with you and have fun. I want to keep these videos just, either informative or light. I want to have fun with it, I want it to be a safe place where we can connect and grow together, share ideas, for what its intended purposes are. And then if people want to connect personally, there'll be a link to be able to do that and stuff like that. But they all go to pages that are, they're not even here on Facebook. So it's not like we're doing anything strategically here on Facebook. I'm not trying to sell you on my ideas or something, But yeah, there are people that have prospered off of just encouragement. And, there's a lady that had calls, made a lot of money now, just encouraging people all the time. Yeah, there's a time and a place for those kind of things. And I realize that maybe Facebook isn't one of those. But if there's a way and a means that people want to connect, I'll make sure that that option is available. So we can connect in business. We can connect on a personal note. If you need prayer, that's what I want to be here for you. Whatever you need, I want to be just here for you and be supportive. So I hope that this just clarifies. I am taking a path. I know that I don't want to stay in my outside employment and jobs forever. So yeah, I am doing some new things on my social media. You're going to see some changes. I want to encourage you that these are good, positive, safe changes. I wouldn't do anything intentionally that wasn't wise or that would put you in a path that is not good. And if you feel that way, definitely, message me. Let's connect, because I don't want that. I want this to be a safe place for everybody involved to be able to connect. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave my information in the comment section for you to stay connected with me. In addition to that, I do want to give you an update. I am still taking some coaching applications. I did decide to extend it through this Friday, but then I'm going to close the doors as of Friday morning. So you're going to want to make sure that if you do want more information on that, I will leave that contact information there, as well as my VIP, so you can get updates all exclusive information from me, tips, tools, strategy, encouragement, whatever you need for free from me. So I will leave both of those free and available for you in the comments here to this thread. And then you can connect with me that way as you feel led. Okay, I'll leave that optional up to you to be able to do that. But I really look forward to staying connected with you. These are all things that I'm working out through the trenches, as I'm sure many of you are, as you're growing social media and learning all the ins and the outs. But I just want to encourage you to follow your faith and belief. Have more confidence. Have more confidence in yourself. Have more confidence in where you're going. Believe, we're going to grow together. New and good things are happening, but we just have to be patient to hear the responses. We have to be patient long enough to see that fruit. So just stay the course. It's going to get there for you. I really believe in you. I thank you for all of your kindness, your love, your feedback, your support. I continue to encourage it. If you'd like to say more in the comments, feel free. Otherwise, I'll leave those details here. I got to go. I'm actually late to my class. I got to get over there, but I look forward to connecting with you. Have a great rest of your day. And then I'm going to touch base with you. So stay tuned for tomorrow morning. I'm going to try to make around 11 to 12 noon. Maybe 12:30 our connection time. I'm still trying to navigate that. So I just ask you be a little bit patient, but that looks like that's going to be the window each day for us to connect on Facebook Live as much as I can. But I'll be sure to let you know so that way you're not left hanging each and every time. All right. Well, thank you. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow then. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.